Oh, hi, welcome back. So, this is what anxiety looks like. Yep, exactly this. I've been dealing with heavy anxiety for a few weeks now. But the last couple of days have been really rough. So, as you can see, you can't tell. You can't put a picture to anxiety. But I'm going to tell you what I feel and what I've been going through. I have this huge, loud buzzing in my ears, like audible. I sort of feel like you could almost hear it. It's how loud it is in my head. I have dizziness, like not spinning dizziness, but it's dizziness nonetheless. I have that feeling that I'd almost, to try and explain it to someone else, you know, when you're waiting for something to happen, whether it's something you're looking forward to or something that's coming that you don't want to come, but that's on a constant scale. So that heightened sense of everything just like, oh my gosh, that's just constant, but there's nothing coming. It just feels like it's coming, and it constantly feels like it's coming. And so my whole body's, it's tense and waiting, and it just keeps waiting and waiting. I have thoughts that aren't thoughts at all. Like there's just all of this stuff darting through my head. I think I hear things. I think I see things. My vision sometimes blurs. My breathing, I feel like I can't breathe properly. I feel like I'm suffocating, but I know I'm not. I know that I'm not. I know I'm not having any problems. Everything that's happening to me, my heartbeat, since I've lost weight, my heart rate's gone down. It used to be, I used to have panic attacks where my heart would race like 150 beats a minute. And that was a real issue. Now that my heart's slower, now I'm sitting here thinking, oh God, my heart's going to stop. So, but they're just thoughts. They're not realities. Reality is that I'm okay. Logically, I know I'm okay, but my whole body is in such a state of distress that I feel that I'm going to explode. I feel like my head's going to pop off my neck. I feel like the thoughts, the energies, everything's that buzzed that I'm just going to melt into nothing. And what I started doing last year through my psychologist, he's an amazing man, and I've spoken to him, and you're going to get to meet him one day. He did something with me one day that involved tapping. And this tapping was on my legs, and he had a program, a man speaking. And this program had to do with you thought of something that you believed about yourself. Okay, so let's just use, for example, I'm an idiot. Oh, okay, well, we'll go with that one. So it's about a 10-minute thing where this man, and in the background there's different speeds of like ticking, and while this man's talking, you're having to concentrate on tapping to the different speeds of this ticking. And while you're doing that, he's telling you that the thought that you have, the belief that you have, he's saying things like, it's not yours. You didn't decide that for yourself. I can't, as I said, it's on my computer somewhere. So anyway, it goes through that, and when that's finished, while you're doing this, you're looking at the piece of paper that has the belief that you had on it. And when he's finished the first part, you look at it and you tear it up and you throw it away. Then you rewrite a new belief, like, I have as much right to be as everybody else. And then you go through a similar sort of track and you try and re-imprint the new belief. So it's like getting rid of the old and filling it with the new, which really worked for me. But in finding that, in him doing that, I tried to find things online. You know yourself, the internet world is vast and it's full of so much knowledge. So looking on there, I came across something that is EFT, Emotional Freedom Tapping. And I started using that. And then I came across something called Faster EFT. The Faster EFT, the gentleman that I ended up sort of listening to more than any other was a guy called Robert E. Smith. If you ever get a chance, have a look. It may not be a thing, but who knows. Anyway, I found that doing the emotional freedom tapping was starting to work. But like with everything else in my life, as soon as something starts working, I talked to you about this last time, as soon as something starts working, it's like those people that, I'm like those people that, take antibiotics because you're really sick, and then as soon as you start feeling better, they don't need these anymore. And for whatever reason, I keep doing that to myself. So anyway, this morning I started tapping again because I hate feeling so intense, because it's, and then like for me, I start thinking about, maybe I'm going crazy this time. One of my biggest fears is to go crazy. I fear going crazy, even though I've been told heaps of times that people that are crazy don't know they are. But I feel like I'm going to snap any minute. I feel like I'm on the edge all the time. So anyway, I started tapping. And the words that come with this tapping are simple. And these are things that you can do wherever, sitting in your car. So anyway, the words that come with this for me: I release and let it go. I release and let it all go. It's safe to let it go. I no longer need to hold on to this. Peace. And when I say peace, I remember something that's beautiful to me, which is the ocean. I have a picture of a recent video I took for TikTok about my safe place, the place that I go that envelops me in calm and peacefulness. And I remember that. Now, as you can probably tell, I'm a little bit hyped up. But if I do that enough, I spend a lot of the day tapping and start getting back into the things that were helping me before. I believe that I can come back out to at least a more even place to get away from this intensity that I'm feeling at the moment. Oh, I got the deep breath. It's something I've been fighting for, most days. When you feel like you just can't breathe properly. Oh, anyway. So that's just my little input for today. I understand that some of you may not understand what the feeling is. I hope I've explained it enough that you might get some sort of idea. And yeah, can only just keep plodding forward and trying to make a difference to get myself out of this particular place. So all I can say to you right now is remember to breathe, remember to smile, and most of all, remember you. Love you guys. See ya.